Oh, yeah. Grand Rising, good afternoon, and good evening. This reading is coming on the tail end of me watching an interview with Jaguar Wright and Jonathan Haye. Hold on, let me look up the interview so I can tell you exactly who they did the interview with. Shout out to them. Find out 1 second. Okay, so Real Life Productions. Shout out to Real Life Productions. So I'm going to go ahead and tap into the energy between the interview between Jaguar Wright and Jonathan Haye. For those of you that haven't seen the interview from Real Life Productions, this interview ended up coming into fruition due to an interview that Jonathan Haye did with Tisa Tales. According to Jaguar Wright, she tried to get Tisa to allow her to join the interview because there were some things said that she felt, were erroneous. She was down in the comments and she said that she was timed out, she wasn't allowed to speak. But after that happened, her and Jonathan somehow, some way came across one another. They got a chance to communicate. They had a very civil conversation that ended up leading to the two of these industry vets having an interview. Okay. And this interview, they discussed Jonathan being around for the inception of Rihanna's career when she first came to, I want to say, Rockefeller Records right before everything turned over to Rock Nation. Okay. And he was the publicist who helped to push Rihanna's first song, Pon the Replay. I'm not going to get off into the meat and potatoes of the interview because it was over an hour long, but I thought it was very interesting. And I also paid attention to the way things played off between Jag and Jonathan towards the end of the interview. In my personal opinion, I have to say my opinion, I felt like Jag was allowed to say the things that Jonathan couldn't say due to gag orders and possible things that could put him and his family in danger. But I noticed he never said that she wasn't telling the truth. He actually kind of nodded and co-signed things that she was saying. He just wouldn't say those things himself, especially when it came to Drake and his son's mother, Sophie. Very, very interesting conversation nonetheless when it came to that. So now that I've prefaced the interview and, we got some backstory for the people who haven't seen the interview as of yet, I can go ahead and tap in and read the energy. Who that felt long-winded, y'all. Can somebody please do me a favor and timestamp this reading for the 4-minute mark? And we're going to go ahead and get off into some things. Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors of the highest heavenly realm, please show me the energy between Jaguar Wright and Jonathan Haye and what's to come between these two and their exposure of the industry. So we've got the Queen of Swords here, and we've got the Moon. Queen of Swords and the Moon is someone who can be considered a very brash and harsh speaking person that tells the truth about secrets. Okay, so you got the Chariot here, which represents forward movement. So it's like the both of them are going to continue to keep speaking about things that are secret, things that were binding them. Okay. Ace of Swords. This is also a card of truth. And this is showing them in a collaboration. Okay. This is almost like a spiritual union for the both of them, for them to come together and to almost be like, they're like soul tribe at this point. Okay. For them to come together and talk about what ails and binds people, the underbelly. Okay. Seven of Swords, the sneaky things that happen behind the scenes. I'm hearing the romantics. I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep. So they're telling us the secrets behind the scenes that people do not see, do not hear, do not know, because a lot of people are asleep. And it comes off as conflict. Some people feel conflicting. Take it how you need it to, take it how it resonates. Five of Pentacles. There were a lot of things that were said and done, harsh things that caused them to both be out in the cold, okay? Ostracized, pushed out of their career. Both leaving this situation behind, okay? Leaving behind toxicity. This is even someone taking their children and running for the hills. In this card, this is the card of an exodus. This is someone leaving behind the darkness of night and captivity to go into the freedom of the dawn of a new day. So this is how they both view leaving behind the industry. Okay, Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. That represents the card of the truth. And here we go. Three of Cups also is a collaborative card. It also represents gossip, conversation, and celebration and partying. So they have a lot, okay, a lot of information, a lot of tea between the both of them about collaborations and things that happen, while they were, financially stable through the industry. Okay, so you got this, the Fool card, which is taking a leap of faith. Ten of Pentacles, okay. Okay, you got the Queen of Wands here, the Ten of Coins, the Page of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. So this has affected both of their, oh, excuse me, hold on. The Death card, didn't even see that in there. This has affected both of their relationships, their love lives, killed relationships, affected their visibility, their money. All of these things that I'm speaking of were all brought to an end while everyone was watching. It's like people that were in the know knew and said or did nothing. That's a lot. But it's saying that these things had to end so that a new cycle could begin. The out with the old and in with the new had to happen, because it was meant for these two to go on this journey of exposure, whether they knew it or not. Okay. And you got the Eight of Pentacles here that's falling under the Queen of Swords and the Moon. So that's this sharp speaking woman who's been exposing secrets about things that happen while working. And now she has a partner, the King of Swords, okay? So this is what I'm saying, like soul tribe. It's almost like they are married at the hip now when it comes to truth-telling and exposure. But there's still going to be, the spoonful of sugar to help the medicine go down. More so on Jonathan's side than Jag, because Jag don't give a damn. But Jonathan is still trying to have some kind of decorum and courtesy to the way that he delivers his message. But I feel that he's coming out of that, and that's why the King of Swords hasn't hit the table yet. He's tried to be more well-rounded about the things that he says, but I'm literally hearing, you know, F it. Like, it is what it is. I'm going to say it how it is. People are going to feel how they feel. I'm going to have the same issue, so I might as well say it how it is. So you got the Lovers here and the Empress, okay? So these are choices that affected, you know, things coming into fruition due to being binded, being stuck, being trapped. Now, wow. Jonathan had a situation to where he was attacked in his home with his daughter, unfortunately, and he really was bound and assaulted, and all of this happened in front of his daughter, and this was his hangman. Um, so interesting that that's coming out right now. This him being binded literally was what gave birth to this decision. And this is what brought balance through a new beginning after this energy where these people fought him, okay? This was attached to somebody that he was collaborating with. This was not a normal occurrence. I'm going to have to say allegedly for YouTube intents and purposes, but this was somebody that he collaborated with, and this was attached to, you know, something that could have affected a large amount of money due to a conflict in communication, okay, or conflict over communication. And this was a communication that was brought to him. This wasn't even anything that he sought after. This was something that was put in his lap, and it brought judgment upon him, okay? And this is what made him move on and say goodbye to Hollywood, so to speak. I don't feel like it was overnight that he just quit everything, but this is what started the ball to rolling. Yeah, Two of Cups and Ten of Cups. This greatly, immensely affected his, I want to say, I don't know if he's married, but, you know, at least his soulmate and his family. For the protection of his family, he decided to move on and move away from certain types of energy. Ace of Swords, this represents the truth. Seven of Swords to the High Priestess falling under the Three of Cups. This is a third party that he had jovial times with, someone he could have possibly partied with as well. Put him into this a situation where he had to defend himself from a secret attack. But the thing is, when the High Priestess is involved, it's like, ooh, this is so messy. It's like the person who brought this to him knew that they were putting him in harm's way, okay? And it feels like this was a wish fulfillment. What the hell is going on here? Why was this a wish fulfillment over the truth? It was a toxic, dark truth, okay? Whatever this truth was, this feels like somebody was going to eliminate him over the truth. And this falls under the Death card. So God was with him, because it doesn't feel like he was supposed to make it out of this, but he did. Yeah, the Emperor and the Hermit. This was a person who abused their power, someone who can have narcissistic tendencies that wanted to separate him from everyone, because the Hermit is someone who has a lot of knowledge, okay? And they wanted to excommunicate him before he could share his knowledge. And they were going to do that by bringing him to arrest. Okay, so this could have possibly caused him issues with addiction, okay, allegedly, Jonathan, may have had issues with drinking or addiction to cope with what happened to him. Also, it feels like he knows something about this person who sent this energy to him and their addictions. Something that, yeah, this person that he worked with that was supposed to bring balance through a new beginning, that brought this Five of Wands, this energy of fighting, these people who attacked him. This was the ultimate betrayal. And it was all over this conflict of communication that was attached to a message that was delivered to him that was going to affect this person's wealth. And it's like, happened swiftly, came out of nowhere. And then the next thing you know, it's like Jonathan was shunned. And you got the star here. This person that did this is a big star, but also, him leaving behind the industry in the way that he chose to leave the industry behind was, for, like I said, protecting his significant other, his child, his family, and this was going to give him hope. But it's like, damn, me walking away, I have to give up my wheel of fortune. I have to give up my income, my wealth. So he had to literally walk away from everything to protect his family. Yep, ended up in the Five of Pentacles to save his family. It's horrible. All because somebody got dark secrets that they don't want anybody to know, that would affect the trajectory of their career, everything that they've invested in, their future finances. This person was trying to protect their assets and their career. So here we go. And I feel like he separated himself from this person, this King of Cups, this water sign. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Yeah, he had to make a choice on what type of offers he was going to take due to the truth of what happened to him, because you got the Ace of Swords falling under death. So he lived, but his career died from that day on out. It's not that it just completely died, but it died in the ability of how he was able to manifest, and the type of jobs he was able to take, and the type of income that he was to receive. Everything changed from that moment on out. Okay, so yeah, the offers that he received from this point on out, way different on the pay scale. Since he's been ostracized, way different. All because of this person with this maleficent dark energy with strong backing. So this is why Jonathan Haye decided to align himself with Jaguar, right? Because his whole life flipped upside down over a truth that wasn't his truth, a truth that fell in his lap, that wasn't even his business, that had nothing to do with him. And the person who felt threatened by him having such information that turned his life upside down, because they didn't want to lose anything, but it ended up being an unrequited offer, okay? This is what this person was afraid of, an unrequited offer that would slow down their money. And this is what was behind the betrayal. But strength is also my Lion of Judah card, okay? Yahweh got involved, y'all. And this is what course corrected spiritually the path between Jonathan Haye and Jaguar Wright, believe it or not. Queen of Cups, Justice. So Jonathan can be very intuitive, okay? Very tapped into the feminine energy, but very intuitive. Could possibly be a intuitive himself. And it's just like he still has PTSD about how all these things came, you know, into existence, into his life. And he's trying to close the cycle on, you know, all these things that have put him in the position of losing sleep, having high anxiety, being afraid. He's walking away from that now. And listen, whoever this person is, this wealthy person, this is bringing shame, heartbreak, regret, because this is karma coming home to knock on this person's door. Something that's being said between the two of them could possibly be sourced in a court case or been used or is going to be used for an investigation. That's going to bring an end to a cycle with some type of financial situation. But this is also showing me that, you know, there was a huge end to financial opportunities for both of these parties who are now on the crusade to tell the truth. And baby, listen, this King of Coins energy is going to be heavily burdened when the information comes out about all these toxic, maleficent things that they're into. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Things that they did to manifest new financial opportunities. Oh, Lord. Ooh. Yeah. Heartbreak and burden is going to be attached to this when the truth starts coming out about the things that this person actually is attached to. And there's going to be forward movement. Judgment is going to come upon this person. And it's going to bring a heartbreak to their wheel of fortune. So either way, this secret is going to come out any damn way. And it could possibly come out in the court of law. Yeah, and this is going to be a judgment, a heavy, harsh judgment to this person's stability. So everything that you did to Jonathan Haye to keep him from telling the truth, all it did was prolong the truth coming out. The truth is going to come out anyway. And look at this. King of Wands and the Wheel. Your actions. Everything you did to get to this Wheel of Fortune. Everything that you did that affected Jonathan and his, you know, I don't know if this is his wife, his, you know, girlfriend. We know that they are in a partnership, okay, a domestic partnership. Everything you did to bring, you know, hardship upon them, these unrequited offers. Eventually, what you were hiding, the things you were afraid of because law enforcement can get involved, it's going to be your hangman anyway, and it's going to bring everything to rest. So it's all going to come out anyway. It's actually worse now because look at this. See how the deck just split? Ace of Pentacles and the Hierophant. It is gonna come out as legal troubles that are immensely going to affect your income. Things are going to come to light on this King of Cups, this water sign. So I'm going to leave it here. This is my dive into the interview between Jaguar Wright and Jonathan Haye, the ex-publicist, the very first publicist for Rihanna that helped to launch her career. Shout out to the both of you. And yeah, Mr. Jonathan, I doubt if you'll ever see this this reading rather. But many blessings to you, and just know that this water sign that did this to you, this Pisces, Cancer, they don't even, I try to stop me from saying it. So it's the last one, the Scorpio, the one they didn't want me to say. The Scorpio that did this to you, they're going to face justice. They're going to be exposed. Everything that they didn't want anybody to know that fell in your lap, the things that, you know, you were persecuted for in secret, not for exposing, but just for knowing, this person is going to face full exposure anyway. It's all coming out. It's all coming, you know, to the surface. The chickens are coming home to roost. Yep. My phone had an alert that was confirmation. So peace and many blessings to everyone attached to this reading except this water sign. Let God will be done. Let everything be exposed. And in due time, in due season, it will be. And this is the end of my reading on the interview with Jaguar Wright and Jonathan Haye. Didn't expect it to go in this direction, but I'm just intrigued to see how everything unfolds, because 2024 has definitely been the year of revelation, and it's going to be more and more energy coming out from this year into the next, and it's going to keep on going. So everybody have a wonderful day. Happy holidays. Many blessings to you. Everybody be safe. And I'll see y'all soon. Be back in the next one.